appreciator versus Allaho or Rowing with Allaho. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
2.5 miles in the second race, the Carey Glass EBF Mares Novice Chase. It's a grade 2, and the leader is Silent Approach. Out soon again, having won a week ago. Today makes the bend, just over a length in front of Harmonya Maker, edging the second from Hauturier after the favourite Loella, with the final couple, the two outsiders, Kilishi and More Info. Turning into the back straight, still on the way to the first fence, and the leader is Silent Approach by a length to Harmonya Maker. A length and a half back to Hauturier, who's followed up the far side by Loella, and then Kilishi and More Info. Setting their sights on the first fence. First of the three up the back straight, it's Silent Approach and Danny Mullins. Into the wings of the first, tracked by Harmonya Maker and Jack Kennedy. Over in third is Hauturier, Paul Townend, and then Loella, Sean Flanagan. Next is Kilishi, Sean O'Keefe. And then rear, More Info and Daniel King as they take the ditch. Again, all safely over. The Silent Approach strides on by over 3 lengths to Harmonya Maker and then Hauturier. Loella is 2 behind Kilishi and More Info as they jump to third. Fence at the top end of the back straight. Order unchanged. It's Silent Approach by a couple of lengths to Harmonya Maker. Third is Hauturier and then Loella, keeping each other company out the back. Kilishi and More Info. Heading across the top of the course to the next 2 fences, Silent Approach continues to lead the field to fence number 4, followed by Harmonya Maker, 2.5 lengths to Hauturier, who's joined for third by Loella, with 4 lengths back to More Info and Kilishi. Away from that as they swing into the straight. Coming up to the final 1.5 miles, and it is Silent Approach, tracked in by Harmonya Maker. Third is Hauturier, a facile winner at this level over the Christmas, and then Loella. 4 lengths back to Kilishi and More Info as they race down the straight to fence number 6, the fence that will be the last one next time in the graded Carey Glass EBF Mares Novice Chase. Silent Approach, followed by Harmonya Maker, Hauturier, Loella, Kilishi and More Info. Tightening up a fraction as they come to the fence at the completion of the circuit. Into it, Silent Approach over well from Harmonya Maker, Hauturier, Loella, a clear running fourth as More Info just goes a place in front of Kilishi as they embark on their final circuit. Passing the halfway stage, another 6 fences left to jump. Silent Approach, pegged back by Harmonya Maker, who's now within a length, less than 2 lengths back to Hauturier, who's followed by Loella, More Info and Kilishi. Turning up the far side to the first of 3, in total 6 left to jump. And it is Silent Approach, re-establishing a couple of lengths advantage over Harmonya Maker and then Hauturier, Loella, More Info and Kilishi. Both ridden along at the back of the field as they go to the fence, which was their first. It's 6 out this time. Silent Approach, Danny Mullins. Chased all the while by Harmonya Maker and Jack Kennedy. Over in third is Hauturier and Paul Townend. Building up an advantage over the 4th running Loella and Sean Flanagan. Going away from the other 2, More Info, Daniel King, and dropping them and about to be pulled up is Kilishi and Sean O'Keefe. Sticky at that fence was Hauturier in third. The Silent Approach continues to put in a good shift over the last up the far side from Harmonya Maker, Hauturier in third, and then Loella, as they've got another 3 fences left to jump. Silent Approach. Chased from flagfall by Harmonya Maker, Hauturier in third, in touch in fourth is Loella. They've got 3 fences left to jump, and it is Silent Approach. A length in front of Harmonya Maker, break of 3 to Hauturier. Closing in fourth is Loella, but sticky there at that. They're heading for 2 out. Silent Approach by a length and a half to Harmonya Maker. Making ground on the pair in third is Hauturier and then Loella, who's now been asked for effort in fourth as they run the home turn. Good long run to the final fence in the Carey Glass EBF Mares Novice Chase, and it is Silent Approach turning in, pushed and shoved along to lie up with the long-time leader is Harmonya Maker, Hauturier right in behind them, and then Lo Ella racing to the final 2 furlongs with 1 fence left to jump. And it is Silent Approach tackled by Harmonya Maker. Hauturier brought to the outside to try and close on the pair, and then Lo Ella and Harmonya Maker strikes the front. Coming down to the final fence, it's Harmonya Maker and Jack Kennedy edging it now. Hauturier is digging in on the outside of a fading Silent Approach, and at the last, it's Harmonya Maker over by 2 lengths to Hauturier, who's still trying desperately hard. Switches late on, and then Silent Approach. Harmonya Maker. Hauturier's tried desperately hard on the far side, but Harmonya Maker bounces back from a poor showing last time in the Grade 2 Carey Glass EBF Mares Novice, seeing off Hauturier with Silent Approach third in the end.
Well, she might not be the easiest to predict, but on a going day, she's pretty good. And Harmonya Maker has comprehensively overturned a really heavy beating at the hands of Hauturier at Limerick to give Jack Kennedy and Gordon Elliott a quick